The world of cryptocurrency never sleeps, and today's spotlight falls on Hedera, HBAR, a token built on one of the most unique distributed ledger technologies in the market. At the time of writing, Hedera is trading at $0.2087 USD, marking a modest intraday range between $0.2060 and $0.2175. To many in Europe and beyond, these digits may look small, yet they carry the weight of a much bigger story about the future of decentralized economies. A snapshot of today's market. Numbers tell a simple truth. Hedera's current value sits just over the 20-cent mark. While some traders in Paris may shrug and say, "That won't even buy me a croissant," the reality is that crypto markets thrive on momentum, not immediate spending power. The 20-cent zone, when seen in the larger market cycle, often represents a consolidation stage where investors are quietly building positions before larger moves unfold. In Frankfurt, analysts compare Hedera's market rhythm to the calm before the storm often witnessed in European equities. Stability at low levels can sometimes be a launchpad for surprising rallies, but it also serves as a testing ground for patience. The road ahead, predictions shaping 2025 and beyond. While predicting crypto prices is like forecasting London's weather, full of sudden shifts, analysts still attempt to map the road ahead. Using Hedera's current price of $0.2087, most projections suggest a gradual climb through the months ahead. Short-term outlook, late 2025 Hedera could hover between 22 cents and 28 cents, depending on global sentiment and adoption of its hashgraph technology. This range reflects modest optimism, much like cautious investors in Milan, waiting to see how European regulations unfold. Midterm outlook, 2026 to 2027 if corporate adoption continues. Especially in sectors like supply chain and digital identity, Hedera could push towards 40 cents or even 60 cents. In cities like Amsterdam, where blockchain startups thrive, such numbers spark excitement about future partnerships and integrations. Long-term vision, towards 2030, the boldest forecasts hint at Hedera crossing the $1 threshold, possibly reaching beyond if global usage accelerates. Imagine strolling through Madrid in 2030, buying your morning café con leche while your Hedera wallet quietly appreciates in value. Why Europe watches closely. Europe's interest in Hedera is not accidental. With its governance council involving large corporations and institutions, Hedera appeals to Europe's appetite for regulatory clarity and enterprise-level adoption. Think of Brussels, where policymakers debate digital finance frameworks. A project like Hedera, with transparent leadership, aligns more with European expectations than purely anonymous coins. Moreover, Hedera's promise of low fees and fast transactions fits perfectly in regions like Eastern Europe, where cross-border remittances remain essential. For a student in Warsaw sending funds home, a network like Hedera could save both time and cost compared to traditional banking rails. Lessons from European examples. Take Berlin as a case study. Known for its vibrant startup culture, the city has embraced blockchain initiatives across fintech and energy sectors. If Hedera secures partnerships here, price movement could mirror the city's fast-paced tech growth. Meanwhile, in Rome, small businesses experimenting with digital tokens for customer loyalty programs might see Hedera as a cheaper alternative to Ethereum. This kind of grassroots adoption across Europe could quietly build demand that eventually reflects in BAR's market cap. Risks on the horizon. Still, caution remains key. Cryptocurrency markets can swing wildly, often without warning. A sudden regulatory clampdown in Brussels or a negative market cycle in New York could pull Hedera back towards 15 cents. Traders in Zurich often emphasize this point. Risk management matters more than predictions. Another factor is competition. With Ethereum scaling solutions, Solana's speed, and other networks vying for attention, Hedera must prove its unique value. Otherwise, the current 20-cent level might feel less like a stepping stone and more like a ceiling. Final thoughts, Europe's eyes on Hedera. Hedera's journey at $0.2087 USD is not just a number on a chart. It represents a crossroad where innovation, adoption, and global market forces intersect. For Europeans watching closely, the story is as much about practical use cases as it is about speculation. Will Hedera become the quiet powerhouse behind Europe's digital economy? Or will it remain one of those promising projects that never quite breaks free from the shadow of bigger names? Time will tell, but today's 20-cent reality could be tomorrow's $1 headline. As one trader in Lisbon joked, "If Hedera hits €1, I'll finally buy that vintage Vespa I've been eyeing." Perhaps light-hearted comments like this reflect the true essence of crypto markets. An unpredictable mix of hope, humor, and high stakes. White heavy checkmark in summary. Hedera's current price of $0.2087 offers both caution and opportunity. With European adoption trends, strong governance, and innovative tech, the token's long-term potential remains alive. For now, investors will keep one eye on the charts and the other on how Europe responds to the growing digital revolution. Don't forget to subscribe and save this video and leave your comment because I want to share with you our experience.